Welcome to walking with dinosaurs, maybe. Woohoo! The Triceratops are struggling to find water, even though they have this giant lake. The other dinosaurs are bigger and stronger, and they're too afraid to go over. They have plenty of food, but they are wondering if they may have to move out of the desert to find more water. The water is being invaded by all of these dudes and velociraptors. The Triceratops are afraid, and they don't know what to do. This raptor stalks the Triceratops, but he knows that he's, well, too small to actually take it down. So he just kinda follows him awkwardly. The Triceratops doesn't even notice he's there, but honestly, does it really matter? It's starting to get dark and the Triceratops are scared. When the carnival comes at night, they may be doomed. The Velociraptor finally just gets over this dude and leaves. There's a group of those. Anyways, deep in the wooded forest over here, there's a Tyrannosaurus Rex walking around. Now this forest is welcome to any dinosaur species, and a lot of dinosaurs do come here, as there's a lot of food and water. Now, over in this area, the Tree of Life, there is a group of dinosaurs that stands out above the rest. But the Indominus Rex is attacking their home, and the Metaburosauruses are afraid. They are afraid of the Indominus Rex because it's very, very powerful, and they can't even fight back, so they socialize and try and think of a plan of where to go. They're thinking of moving to the wooded forest, but they go for a drink of water before doing so, but they discover that the Indominus Rex is over by their little pond and scares them away. But they stand up and just run into the bushes and wait until he's gone, and then they get a drink. It's a group of Edmontosaurs. Wait, no, that's a Metasaur. Sorry. The Metabursaurus drinks some water and is prepared to go on a long journey to get to the beach through the wooded forest. Now the beach is a peaceful place that not many dinosaurs go, but has a lot of food and water. But they need to get to the wooded forest, which is a lot of predators. The Metaburosauruses move on. They're ready to go. They go to find the rest of their tribe to tell them about the journey, but this Stegosaur is really obsessed with this dude. Seriously, man, get away from him. The rest of the tribe are communicating. They're preparing for the long journey. They need to rest before going, so they take a little nap. Now, just preparing, so they're all pretty weak, so they need to be careful, especially with other carnivores in the wooded forest. Take some little munches of the grass just to increase their stamina. The Metaburosauruses are ready. They will go in 2 days. take a few little nibbles of the grass here. Well then. Alright. They planned... Oh god. But Allosaurus comes and scares them off, but he runs straight through him, which makes no sense, but okay. And they... Over here in the rocky little area here, 2 Spinosaurs are fishing in the water. Now the stupid velociraptors are in the water, invading their space, so they keep roaring at them to go away. I don't know why there's one of those dudes over there, but apparently a Diplodocus is over there. I don't know why. There's a raptor. Yeah, these guys definitely don't like people in their territory because yeah, they will try to scare them off. So yeah. Now in the desert, all of the ceratopsians are communicating. The Torosaurs and the Triceratops. They're wondering if they need to move over to the beach. But then, out of nowhere, a Giganotosaurus comes out and scares them all away. So they all run, except for that guy. And then he does run. The Giganotosaurus takes a nap. They're safe for now. But the stupid Struthiomimuses go over and try to wake him up. And the Triceratops are still freaking out. This guy is stupid a little bit. Struthiomimus takes a sip of water. I'm not sure why, but I guess he's thirsty. The Giganotosaurus wakes up, and the Struthiomimuses know that they should probably move their butts. The Velociraptors are running through the desert, looking for food. The Parasaurolophuses are also kind of stupid, but they stick around here because it's safe, I guess, when there isn't big carnivores around like the Ceratosaurus here. And yeah, there's 2 of them. They like to stick together. There he is, right over there. Yup. Anyways, yeah, this Triceratops has no idea that they're there, but then realizes and gets scared. But for some reason he doesn't run. Deep in the forest, the Indominus Rex attempts to scare the herbivores away from their territory. Indominus wants to take it for his own and have all of the food in the Tree of Life for himself. The Metaburosauruses are scared, but they're taking sips of water so then they can regain their stamina. A Carnotaur is over there attacking one of them. But he runs and calls for help. The rest of the herbivores are unscarred. But there is a Carnotaur, and the Indominus Rex comes back. But then he decides that he doesn't really want to do anything, so then he kind of moves away. And then the Metaburosaurus is running away to the rest of his tribe and attempts to run to the wooded forest. Back at the Rocky Mountains, The carnivores are ruling in this area. You have Carnotaurs, Allosaurs, and a Giganotosaur. The Spinosaurs have moved away, looking for other food than just fish. The Allosaurus is sleeping. Well, that guy's drinking. These guys are, pretty tired. The Sinoceratops knows that he probably shouldn't be here, considering there's two Velociraptors and a Giganoto. An Allosaur goes for the dead carcass that for some reason is on a metal, like, square little platform thingy. Don't know why that's there. But, you know, the Allosaurs, well, they're kind of weird. The Giganotosaurus is attempting to scare it off, but the Allosaurus is smarter than him, honestly. And that in the desert, there is many Triceratops. They're preparing to move, but they don't know if they should. They're taking their time just in case. They're waiting for the carnivores to move away, but not sure if that's gonna happen. The Giganotosaurus still attempts to scare away the Triceratops and is successful. Stegosaurs are approached by the Dilophosaurus, and the Giganotosaurus is moving. Kinda wants to leave. Then he leaves. Now he's going to move away for a little while, but it doesn't mean he'll be gone forever. He may return even angrier than he is now. The Velociraptors are still looking for food, so are the Deinonychus. The Muttaburrasaurs are almost ready for the long journey to the beach. Taking some nibbles of grass, and have the whole tribe with them. Something gets them all separated. The Spinosaurus is in the middle of their territory, and it wakes up to get a drink of water. They all run away into the forest and are separated. Spinosaurus takes a drink, and a T-Rex approaches and takes a drink next to it. And the Spinosaurus does not really like him, so then he moves. T-Rex is taking some good gulps of water, and the Muttaburrasaurs want to find their lost brother. The T-Rex scares them all away. It is the strongest predator in the land. The Allosaurus has a frog up its throat, apparently, so he's not making any noise. Now, Muttaburrasaur, for some reason, is over in the Rocky Mountain area. The lost brother, he ran away to the Rocky Mountain area thinking maybe he'd be safe, but he was greeted with an unpleasant surprise. Literally every single carnivore pretty much is here. So he calls for help, but no one hears him. He's now stuck here with these guys until he can find his way back home. Back to the other Dinosaurs. The Indominus Rex then approaches the Rocky Mountains. Preparing to take over. The Metaburosaurus runs away. The same dinosaur that scared him away the first time. So he doesn't want to encounter it again. The Allosaurs are trying to fight the Dinosaurs, but are very successful. Velociraptors are still here for reasons I don't know. And the Spinosaurus finds his home. Which is kind of awkwardly says a bit. Indominus is attempting to bite at the Giganodo. And the Spinosaurus looks back at his old home and moves back in. Maybe he can scare away the Indominus Rex and save the Rocky Mountains. And I say save very loosely, as well he's probably just gonna kill everything. Is that the word loosely? I'm not even sure anymore. I don't say it very truthfully, at least. Anyways, back in the desert, two Ceratosauruses are moving through, and so is a Baryonyx. The Triceratops are still wondering if they should move out. They're still sticking around and waiting. Those Brachiosaurs, oh, magnificent. The Triceratops move along together. The Baryonyx spots them and realizes that they are food. He approaches slowly. He's gone hungry for days and days. The Ceratosaurs are also hungry and are staring at the Triceratops. Will they survive? Maybe. I don't really know. Hopefully. Oh man. And they have a little conversation about how they're going to avoid these predators. And if they win, where will they go? Back in the open field, the Tree of Life is located. The herbivores are worrying if they will get attacked again by the Indominus Rex. The Metaburosaurs are still looking for the lost brother and aren't sure where he is. And the Metracanthosaurus eyes them. But he's not really going to be much of a problem. But the Indominus Rex is back! And he calls for help. He warns all of the other herbivores. But the predator that may try to kill them all. Mother Burrosaur has already made his way through the forest. The lost brother. Now only one Mother Burrosaur is left. Still looking for his lost brother, not knowing that he's in the forest. Dinosaurs have a really awesome gossip. About the food over at the Tree of Life. The seasoning on dressing, yes. Or at the Rocky Mountain area, Spinosaur regains his home and goes fishing to eat something. Because he's starving because, well, I don't really know. He snatches a fish and eats it. Yum, yum, yum. He's always been a big fan of seafood. Especially tuna. Now the Giganotosaurus attempts to scare away the Spinosaurus, but what he doesn't realize is that the Spinosaurus originally lived here, so yeah, he hates him. They've been rivals for a long time. I don't know why this Gallimimus is here. Oh yeah, and the Velociraptors are still there. This place is weird. Really weird. The Indominus Rex has left this area. The desert loses more and more dinosaurs, and only a few are left. The food source is very scarce. And the water is disappearing. The desert has been a more harsh area to live in. Species here are struggling to survive and are all planning to move over to the beach. Deep in the forest, it's nighttime. And the time when predators come out. Now over at the beach, it isn't very populated. But there's one dinosaur in particular that is incredibly dangerous. The Indoraptor. This thing isn't real, but now he is apparently. This dude is pretty bad. He's basically an Indominus Rex raptor. So yeah. He's headed towards the forest. Over there. Yeah, right there. Yeah, over there, yeah. Over at the Tree of Life. The population is also going down. They're all moving over to the beach. Spinosaur is also in here. So is a Giganotosaurus. One from the beach. And also a T-Rex. Indominus Rex is having a little nap near the food. And it's ready to scare off more dinosaurs. Indominus Rex is awake and trying to scare off the Giganotosaurus. The force is getting busier and busier every day. And also, yeah, the Spinosaurus is still there. In case you wanted to know that. Metaburosaurs are nowhere to be found. Searching for the lost brother, and they've all split up. They left their home, but they're not going where they were supposed to be. But one sticks around. Now Baryonyx runs at him, so he runs away into the forest. But then the Baryonyx runs at him again. Right about now. But it's not a Baryonyx. It's a Metaburosaurus. He's friend, but not the lost brother. They just need to find him and then the tribe will be reunited. Dinosaurs are in danger. Will they be able to find their lost brother, or will he be lost forever? I don't really know. In the desert, the population is very low. Ceratopsians still roam the desert, along with the Baryonyx, planning to scare them off and then make the desert his home. And back in the forest, dinosaurs roam the land. Oh. Indominus Rex has scared most of the dinosaurs away, and has the Tree of Life all to himself. Metaburosaurs haven't found their lost brother. I moved over here, and the Indominus Rex hasn't come yet. The Dinosaurs have now taken his place. Kind of. In the forest. Population has moved. Not many dinosaurs are still here. the Rocky Mountains. Indominus Rex has come here again. Spinosaurus is not happy about it. Tune in next time to see what happens next.